We've all grown up with Disney animated movies, and for most of us, they were our daily entertainment as a child. Even today, besides all those games and other forms of entertainment, kids still love to spend time in front of their TV watching different kinds of animated movies. They represent a huge part of their childhood because they learn a lot of those cartoons. But did you know that a lot of them had a secret subliminal message that you would have never ever thought about? Well, some of them are totally inappropriate. You will be absolutely devastated by some of the things that you're about to find out. We now present to you the top 10 most subliminal messages in Disney movies. Number 10, Aladdin. Aladdin was a huge success for Disney when it came out in 1992. From young to old, everyone loved this movie. It was a major success and made a lot of money. But did you know that there were actually rumors that these movies carry very strange subliminal messages, which are very dangerous for children who are watching them? In the part where Aladdin flies up to Jasmine's balcony on his magic carpet to talk to her, dressed in the guise of Prince Ali, he bumped into a pet tiger who suddenly growls at him. Aladdin attempts to scare off the tiger away with his turban while Jasmine is observing the situation. And this is the critical moment where it was discovered that Aladdin whispers, "Good teenagers take off your clothes." Even though Disney declined that statement, try and hear for yourself what it says.
Good teenagers take off the clothes. Good teenagers take off the clothes.
Number 9, A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is a successful 1998 American computer animated comedy that was produced by the well-known Pixar Animation Studios for Walt Disney. The story is about a misfit ant who is looking for warriors to save his colony from the greedy grasshoppers. He creates a group of bugs that turn out to be a clumsy circus gang. But did this movie actually hide a mysterious subliminal message that is dangerous for the young generation? "Hey cutie, want to pollinate with a real bug?" said one of the houseflies while watching a performance. Isn't that way too offensive to actually be in a movie aimed at children? Isn't that an absolutely shameless subliminal message that should not be in the movie at all?
Judy, want to pollinate with a real bug?
Number 8, The Rescuers. Everyone knows this animated movie, but in case you don't, The Rescuers is an American animated movie produced by Walt Disney Productions. The movie starts in an abandoned riverboat in Devil's Bayou, where one orphan named Penny drops a message in a bottle containing a help message into the river. It is an incredible movie, but did you know that it contains an inappropriate subliminal message too? More precisely, while Bianca and Bernard are flying through the city in a sardine can on a bird's back, suddenly you can spot in the background apartment window a naked woman. Can you imagine that this movie actually brings such a bad subliminal message to the youth? Then Disney released a statement saying that that was not done by the original animators. Anyways, this is not something the young generation should watch at all. Number 7, The Lion King. I bet everyone has heard about this movie. Especially the kids are loving it. The Lion King is an American animated movie created by Walt Disney Feature Animation. This movie features the adventures of the young lion Simba, who is the heir of his father, Mufasa. But who knew that this movie can hold a strange subliminal message? In the middle of the movie, a surprising word came out of the sky during the night while Simba is watching the stars, and then suddenly falls back and creates a cloud of sparkling dust with an inappropriate word within. We are talking about the word sex, which is far from innocent and acceptable to the young population who adore this film. Just imagine what a bad message it carries. This became debatable while the animators said it said the word SFX that is actually written in the dust. Number 6, The Little Mermaid 2. The Little Mermaid is an American animated musical movie that was created by Walt Disney. This is one of the most popular Disney movies ever, but it also has several inappropriate subliminal messages in it. A rumor came out about a Disney employee that he allegedly drew a phallus on it on purpose, but that came out as false. What actually happened is that the artist who drew the pop made him look like a little excited with his male sexual organ in the scene, but it happened to be that way completely by accident. What is more, when he was asked about it, he stated that he was rushing to paint this part and drew it at 4 a.m. We must say that this sounds pretty fair, since we can assume that maybe he was just tired and he absolutely didn't notice that it turned out to look like that. Whichever it is, it certainly looks like what it looks like. But it is what it is, and we think it is totally inappropriate. Number 5. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is one of the most famous cartoon characters, and actually he represents the mascot of the Walt Disney Company. Since we grew up with this movie, we loved every piece of it, but we are going to continue with the subliminal messages, and here we have one too. In an old European cartoon magazine, Mickey and Minnie Mouse were depicted hugging each other. It looks absolutely innocent, since we know that they are Disney's best and sweetest couple ever. However, after many years, people noticed that the European artist went a little too far with his drawing of this magazine. Just look at the part of Minnie's dress that looks like a male sexual organ. And with Mickey's hand hugging her makes it the whole thing just look wrong. Guys, what's your opinion on this? Number 4. Beauty and the Beast. The 1991 film is one of the most famous movies ever. This movie is based on the relationship between Belle and the Beast and their attempt to make it work. The Beast is learning how to put his anger to the side and respect Belle, while she is learning that the Beast is not just a beast with a terrible appearance and without a soul, but that he also has emotions and a heart. But there are a couple of subliminal messages. For instance, that you should judge how people look, but then they emphasize how it is important to be perceived as beautiful. And also the message that it consistently repeated in Disney movies with a lot of sexual references implying sex, which is far away from good. Especially in these kinds of movies where the greatest mass of viewers are the kids. Number 3. Hercules. For those who don't know Hercules, it is a 1997 American animated movie that was produced by Walt Disney. The story in this movie is about the son of Zeus and Hera, who is stripped of his immortality as an infant and must become a true hero in order to reclaim it. He is actually half god, half mortal. Everyone loves this movie for sure, but the thing is that this movie also has a subliminal message, and it seems that the animators do not take care of the pictures they are presenting the youth. We're talking particularly about the scene where Hercules, while the muses are singing Zero to Hero, the robe of one of the muses displaces as she sings He is Bold. Disney put in a female character without her pants on, which gives a very bad image for the youth. Number 2. The Hunchback of Notre-Dame. The Hunchback of Notre-Dame is a 1996 American famous animated musical produced by Walt Disney. It is one of the most famous movies ever. But like all of the Disney movies, this one too has its own subliminal message, which is quite inappropriate. In one of the scenes in the movie, a fiery flame is shown in a way that is depicting the breasts of the gypsy girl Esmeralda. When you pause the movie, you can actually see the naked body in the flame. Otherwise, you wouldn't even recognize it. But they defended themselves by saying that it's hard to notice one when the girl's clothes are there, since there's no colors that are spotlighting the fabric. What do you think? Is she naked or clothed? Number 1. The Little Mermaid. We've previously mentioned the Disney inappropriate subliminal messages, especially in this animated movie, but here is another one which will blow your mind. This one is very smartly created by the Disney animators, who did initially a great job of hiding it. Just look at it closely. You can absolutely notice the part of the image showing a subliminal message that is super inappropriate for the youth who are watching this animated movie. We are talking about the golden genitalia of the man's organ in this castle spire, which, if you look closer and carefully, it is more than obvious that it exists in the picture. Once again, the Disney animators were playing with their projects in not a very good manner, we must admit. What would you say about this one? Guys, that'll be it for this video. We hoped you enjoyed it. Please feel free to tell us about the most inappropriate subliminal message from these incredible cartoons and what is your opinion on them, and of course you can do that in our comment section below. Also, feel free to comment on how much you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thrilling info like this, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of them. And of course, thank you so much for being with us. We're here for you. See you in the next video.